Hey folks, it's Craig back again, and this time I'm still with the fossils today, so I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you some of the stuff I'm working on. So, this is a different video, I'll show you that later, but other things that I'm working on is, I was told there's a belemnite trapped in the centre of here, which is like a fossilised squid or cuttlefish, and probably a bit of shell fish in this bit. I have no idea how I'm going to get that out, so I think I'm just going to leave it like that because it looks rather cool. Because it's got pyrite all over it. Let me get this under the light a second. And you see the pyrite glinting. So I think that one I am just going to leave like that. Or it looks like that might be the bit of shell there. So I don't want to damage that one. But I do have a couple of mysteries that I do want some help with. Now, I think these are coprolites, which means fossilized poop. But I'm not 100% on this one. So I'm going to need some help. I've got a few bits of it here. Some of it has pyrite in it. And I'll show you each bit. So I think, yeah, I just don't have any idea what this stuff is, to be fair. But I do think it is a fossilized poop, because that's what the locals said the most likely thing it was. Or it's just lots of shellfish just smushed together. So if anybody knows, please tell me. And then I'll show you some more of the things I'm working on. I've got no idea what this is. I'm going to try and reveal it a bit further. And then here, I can feel the ammonite at the other side as well. So this just needs freed from the shale at either side. So this is what that looked like when I first found it. It's just the shale dropped off a lot easier. So this one I kept in the shale so it wouldn't break, and hopefully I can remove the shale a little gentler. But I have a few like that just need the stone taken off it. So I'm trying to find the easiest way to get the stone off it. But while we're showing the ammonites, I'll show you this, because this one still has its head, which is quite rare. And all the other ones I've worked on and seen when I was down there with the other collectors and that, none of them had this little headpiece. So with all the bits here, I'm trying to see if I have the other half of this one, but I don't think I do, which is vastly disappointing considering it's the most complete. But anyway, that one's definitely going into my private collection. And then let's show some of the weirder things. So this is a pyritized shellfish. I'm just trying to free up the end bit so it's all reflective. But there was a few of the pyritized things. So here we have pyritized ammonite, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do much more with this apart from give it a good scrub with a wire brush, and hopefully that brings out a bit more of the detail. But that's going to be the brass brush and not that steel thing, because that's a little too destructive. And then I'll show you some. So this would be what's known as a death plate, and you can see all the fossilized and pyritized. Oh, there's another one there. Where was that? There. Shellfish, and this goes through in each layers, you can see the pyretized bits sticking out, which is quite interesting. So I think I'm going to try and remove this bit here and reveal that bit, this bit here, and remove more of the death plate, reveal more of that death plate, and then just maybe trim around the edges to bring it down in size a little bit, because this is a little large. But I'm also tempted to split it that way through again, because it does look like there's another death plate a layer down. So that's really cool. And then let me just get rid of that. And then we have some smaller versions of the death plates with a pyretized ammonite at the end. It's just a shame where that snapped, to be fair. A real shame where that one snapped, to be fair. And then we have this one with the two ammonites on the top. And then this one, when you, there we go. So we have the imprint in the roof, and then we have the ammonite down the bottom here. So I'm not sure if or can, I think I can clean that up a wee bit, because I've seen the guys using little hammers and chisels to free out these bits, or an air scribe. So some of these might have to wait until I can afford to get myself an air scribe. But I'll keep showing a few of these things, because I think we're into long form content now, aren't we? I've bypassed the 7-minute mark. So I might as well keep going. So here we go. So in this one, you can see them sticking through in places at the top, and you can see that layer there. It is a death plate layer. So I just need to, once again, get an air scribe or a small hammer and chisel and work my way through that to reveal the fossil underneath. I think I showed you the fossilized wood. This wood will be far older than the wood in sandstone, because this was found way below the sandstone layer in the cliff. So the sandstone was above the shale, and that's sitting down there at the moment. I'm near lifting that. Well, yeah, I'm near lifting that. My back's giving me crap as it is today. So yeah, so I'll show you. We've got a ammonite definitely in there, but I'm just waiting for the weather to warm up a bit, and then we're going to take a couple of these pieces with the ammonites trapped inside them. If I wet these, it shows up a bit better. I'm going to make these into little pendant pieces, or display pieces. Polish them up so that they'll look like this once they've been polished. Because that one's just a bit too big for a pendant, so that'll be a display piece. And then we've got lots of well, actually, you can see, so it makes quite cool jewelry pieces if you can trim them down a bit. So I'm going to trim this one down a little bit, and then keep this bit and polish it up, and that'll make a nice pendant piece, I think. So, unfortunately, I don't find the rest of the shell, but this is part of a nautilus, which quite cool. I got two with a little front pieces, but none of the rest of it, unfortunately. This piece is quite nice. So, put the ammonite in there, and then, so I think I'm going to just smooth this round so that you can see the details inside the ammonite, and then free up. I think that's a toffee hammer job to get that little bit of stone off there and free up the rest of the ammonite. Yeah, because there's a nice little crack running through there, so that's going to get toffee hammered in a second. And along with this bit, but these broken pieces and things like this, as they hold no real value, I'm gonna do some experimenting and make pendants or something small to display with. The imprints I'm just going to leave as they are. They make nice display pieces anyway. And then what else did I have around here? I had this one. This is fossilized shellfish, and some of it's pyritized. I have a feeling it continues under that layer, and with the edge of the thing being pyritized, it's hopefully going to polish up. So I'm going to take this one outside, see if I can polish up the pyrite. If not, I'm just going to see if I can get a bit more of the shale off at this side and clean it up. There's a nice little death plate there. And the other side is just the, yeah, I think that's the imprint. So stick these back together. And then there's a couple here. I picked this up as it's a complete nodule. I don't think there's anything inside it, but it is. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. That is a form of pyrite around the outside. There you go, you can see it start glinting now. So I was just going to polish this one up to the pyrite layer and then see what it looked like. Which, yeah, we'll see how that goes. So there's a couple of future projects here and a lot of stuff just to get cleaned up and introduced to the collection. There's still a few ammonites just free. As you can see, there's one or two trapped in here. I think it's going to be at least one. You can see the outside edge of it there and there. So that's getting toffee hammered in a bit, along with this one. I'm going to have to toffee hammer them very gently just to break the surface off, which would be cool. Even cooler if it didn't break. And then what haven't I shown so far? Oh, this. Now, this is half a nodule, but there and there, I didn't make it any easier really. I can see part of the ammite. An ammite. Let's get the word right. Ammite. Doesn't sound right. Anyway, moving on. We're not here to make blooper reels today. So yeah. So I'm going to give that one a whirly with a hammer and see if it'll open along that line. Try to think if there's anything else. I think we've covered most of here. There's a few, as I said, little ones still to break out of the shells. I think this one's a kind of cute piece. I don't think I'm going to open this one. I think I'm just going to smooth it down and turn it into a pendant, because the outside edges are already pretty worn. So, but anyway, I've been whittling on for 15 minutes, and I think it's about time I stopped. So I'll catch you later, folks, and hit like and subscribe, follow, and I'll catch up with you later.